All right, guys. So welcome to a special session of International Women in Leadership. As you all know, you all are family members from the Agile International Coaching Meetups, which is our weekly meetups that we normally have. But once a month, we are doing a special surprise from the International Women in Leadership group, and we do a special podcast highlighting the amazing women in our community, women that are entrepreneurs, that have risen from challenges, that are sharing their story with us, right? Professional women that have a lot to share with you. So that's what today is all about. So it's a very, very special treat. If we go to the next slide, a little bit about myself. I'm an Agile coach. And let me see, Ali's moving forward. My name is Regina Batista. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder of International Women in Leadership. I'm also an enterprise Agile coach. A lot of years working in business and technology implementations, but this is my passion, right? Helping people. And now we're empowering professional women and really all professionals, because men, you're more than welcome all the time in all of our sessions. And it's about being all that you can be. And one of my favorite sayings, which is from Gandhi, is be the change you wish to see in the world, and it starts with you. This is one of my favorite sayings. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So if you want to learn more about International Women in Leadership, our theme is I Will. Please subscribe to the page. Ali will be putting this link on the chat so that you guys can follow us on LinkedIn and on Instagram. A lot more to come. I'm just getting started with this, but we are having a lot of local events and also continuing to have podcasts. But we're also going to have a big event in next year's Agile conference that we'll be sharing a little bit more about that in the next couple of slides. All right, so what is our vision? Our vision is we envision a world where women and everybody, irrespective of their borders and boundaries, stand shoulder to shoulder as powerful leaders, catalysts of change, and architects of their own destinies, right? Our vision is to create a global community where every woman is empowered to break barriers, elevate her potential, and excel in leadership. So that's a little bit about what we want to accomplish. And here's a little video of some of the events that we've had, so you guys could see that we hope to have a lot more of these coming up soon as well. You guys can see Angie's actually there in the background. And Jennifer's also somewhere there because they're all from Miami. This is one of the great entrepreneur women panels that we had here in the local location here in Miami, Florida. We've got about 50 women join us. We're excited. More to come on this. Okay, so where can you see more of International Women in Leadership? Guess what? We're having a huge Agile International Conference next year on May 6th and 7th. For those of you that want to attend, we're going to have AI.
March.
What was that? Oh, yeah, March. Thank you, Julie. Julie's one of my volunteers for the committee. So yeah. March 6th and 7th in Miami, Florida. It's going to be at Florida International University. And this is our big conference for those of you that are seeing this for the first time. We have speakers coming globally, and we have about 500 people that normally attend. We're going to have an AI track, Agile technical practices track, leadership track, business agility. But we're adding something very special this year. We're actually doing a career fair. And we're adding a personal development, a little bit of health and wellness. But a lot of business process improvement, culture transformation. We're going to do workshops and also Agile transformation and digital transformation. So we're very excited. We have an early bird that I think, Ali, when is the last day for that early bird?
It ends on October 31st.
Tomorrow. So Ali's going to put the link on the chat for those of you that want to come in, please. It's a lot of fun. We do a reception after party. There's executive breakfast. There's a lot of interesting stuff, and you get to learn a lot and take back to your community. Okay, so thank you so much, Ali. All right, but you guys are here to see Angie Huffington. So we're very excited. We're gonna go ahead and kind of switch a little bit. She is the founder of AI Marketing Academy, a very special friend of mine, who's part also of Camacom. Cámara, a ver, help me out because it's super, super long. La Cámara de Comercio de Mujeres de los Estados Unidos. It's one of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerces that we have here in South Florida. And so she's a part of that. I'm a part of that. Jennifer's a part of that. There's a good representation here supporting her as well. And so we're very excited to have Angie. So we're going to switch now to the podcast view. So you guys could see the beautiful Angie who's joining us. And so Ali, what's the best view so that you guys could see us together?
It's a side-by-side speaker.
Okay, so we're going to switch it over to side-by-side speaker.
I think I can only change it on my end.
Okay, go ahead.
It's up on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna sync with the other attendees. Only on my computer.
All right. If you guys want to switch it on your end, it's under the view option under Zoom. But anyways, Angie, welcome, welcome. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you, Regina. I'm so excited. It's an honor to be here, and I will breathe in all this amazing energy that we're having today. And I really admire you a lot, and you're an amazing soul, an amazing professional, and I'm very happy to be here sharing with your community. So thank you for this invitation. I'm very excited.
Awesome. So Angie, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? And what organizations do you represent?
Okay, so I'm Angie Huffington. I'm from Colombia, from Bogota, if any of you know my amazing country. This is the capital of Colombia. I live in Colombia like almost until 2015. And I grew up, my mom was a single mom, and that is like part of my story that make a huge difference in who I am and what are my values. What else can I tell you? I came to the US almost like 7 years ago. And I used to live in Colombia, and I reunited with my family after 14 years. I used to, of course, see my mom and my sister frequently, but I really wanted to be part of my sister life and my mom life. So we live in Miami, and that is part of my purpose right now. I also part of Camacom, the Cámara de Comercio de Mujeres de Estados Unidos de América. And also I have a very small community, which is Latinas in AI. Since I am an AI expert, so I try to, get Latinas on board and embrace this amazing technology.
I love it. So every event that I've been to with Angie, her mom and her aunt and her sisters always come with her. So it's amazing to see how she's got that family support. And you're all as beautiful as her.
Wow.
Okay, so that was a troll. That was a troll. Ali, did you kick them out?
I'm sorry about that, guys. Yes.
Yeah, that was a troll. So our apologies. There's people that jump into Zoom meetings, right?
Breathe in.
Yeah, breathe in, breathe in.
That energy's gone.
That was not an AI. That was not an AI. That was, what do they call it? A Zoom hack. That was a Zoom hack. So we want everybody to understand what that is. And that has not happened in a very, very long time. So our apologies to you. We will cut that off of the recording for sure, Andy.
For sure.
Anyways, everybody just breathe and let's just continue. Okay?
Woo!
Listen, and that wasn't as bad. We've seen worse, believe it or not. They hack in and they show stuff. So, and anyways, where were we? So I was saying that that's amazing support from, Jennifer's like, oh my God. That's what happens when you're online, right? So, okay, all right, cut, continue, so that Ali can continue recording. So I was saying that every time I've gone to an event with Angie, like her family shows up to support her, and it's beautiful to see that you have that level of support, right? Because you're doing a lot of amazing things in the community. So tell me a little bit about like your schooling and your marketing background and how that led you into creating the AI Marketing Academy. Tell us about that.
Yes, definitely. About my mom, I have different mentors in my life, but I try when I go to like these empowerment or events of leadership to share with her, right? Because she's like my inspiration. I always try to also involve my sister who's younger than me. We are three generations of different ages. My mom is in the 60s, I'm in the 40s, and my sister is in the 20s. So we have different experiences, and this is part of growing and evolving. So I went to school in Bogota. This was a very nice experience that I would like to share. My mom was a single mom, and she went to Bogota. It was very hard, growing up with me being a single mom. But she was always very clear in letting me know that she would have to get the best education that she could, so she could also have a very good growth in her professional environment, so I could have the best education also. So she used to work during the day, and in the night she was studying her career. And this was difficult times, but I embraced it with so much love because this was like a teamwork. This was like a sacrifice for both of us. And I was a single, kid. I used to have a lot of my own tasks, get home, do my homework, organize my uniform from the other day, very organized because this is something we had to do together. I used to see my mom like half an hour daily, but she was always on the phone, right? She was like, you arrived. I had keys like from when I was like 9 years old. And my aunt used to go and see, check on me. We used to live in the same building and different apartments. And this, I understood that at that age, that education was so important. So from that age, I loved to read because we didn't have so much technology at that time. You only had like the TV, and I used to read amazing books at that age. And that is where I embraced the legacy of the importance of studying. Today, my mom is an amazing CPA, a very successful woman, but I understood that to progress, you have to have sacrifices, and you have to continuously, embracing education. So from there, I did my MBA in Colombia in strategic marketing and business. And I have always been involved in growth marketing for almost 20 years in Colombia in different industries, like to say logistics. This was a very big company like a DHL in Colombia. And I always embrace marketing differently because, sometimes in marketing, my peers will like more look at marketing like guessing. Maybe this could work, or maybe we could get success through this. I have always tried to embrace data and make decisions on data. And that is part of what all of us should do, data to make amazing decisions. So I evolve and gain a lot of experience in growth marketing. And growth marketing will use normally all the data that you have from digital marketing to say all of these metrics that a lot of times we don't look at. Normally people only look at views or how many followers or how many impressions, but there is so much information in the back end with all of these amazing data. And even now with AI, you can do a lot of things with that data very fastly.
Amazing. So tell us about what prompted you to start your own business and how did that happen?
Yeah, so when I came to the US, this was a very planned, to live in the US was a planned situation. So I had time to create a very family, but also a work scenario, a very good context. And I started to work very, very fastly, also in a huge company, a nutraceuticals company. And I was the manager, so very differently of how I was working in Colombia, which was a big company. You had like everyone in different processes, right? You had the accountant, you had the finance manager, you had like your own agency, a third-party agency that give you all of these reports. Here was me being the manager of everything. I was the marketing person, the human resources, absolutely everything. So I started to see that here in the US, everything was so different. You have to be, more 360 in everything you do. And I was getting so absorbed in the marketing, like in these repetitive tasks, so basic. And I was like, oh my God, I can't lose my strategy. I have to find some way to make this easier, automated, so I can make better decisions. So that is where I started to learn about AI. And I fall in love. That was my first aha moment when I started to analyze these reports so in such a fast way that I said, wow, this is amazing. I have to embrace this more. I have to learn about this. And I started to study and I became a specialist in AI for marketing, sales, and business AI transformation. And during that time, I have always educated women. Since of my personal time, I have always do mentoring to try to put women in the tech. I have always been tech, even though I'm not a, engineer, but I have always been a tech person. So I used to educate, even in Colombia, women in cybersecurity also. And I started again to educate of my time in AI because AI was so expensive. Even Latinos or Hispanics wasn't able to embrace the technology because of the language barriers, right? AI was a lot, well, more new in the business. And I find my why, my purpose, and I light up. I was like, this is what I love. This is my mission. And I retire from my comfort zone, being in a business, a very successful professional. And I decided to become a founder of AI Marketing Academy and Latinas in AI. And I have had an amazing opportunity to educate more than 4,000 Hispanics in more than 6 countries.
Oh.
And that is my purpose. That is like what made me shine and had the opportunity to be an entrepreneur. It has been amazing.
How many years ago did you start the AI marketing company?
A year and a half, more or less.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge. So tell us a little bit about the type of services and how you're helping women. Is it training? Are you also doing marketing, brand management? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we do education in different type of formats. This can be crafted master classes, workshop. Today I was in a 4-hour workshop, very practical, hands-on for small and medium business owners. Also for entrepreneurs or more, small businesses. And we do a lot of training, education. We do consulting also. So we go to the business, you get all of this information to see what are those tools that is best for the company or for the business. We also craft these trainings specialize in different processes. It's all tailor-made to say so. We do also software development in AI, like tailor software development. Also, we do mentoring. I do mentoring. A lot of women that I do mentoring for, some of them of my social personal time because I love it. It's part of who I am. And yeah, that would be like the most important 3 main core that we do in the business: education, consulting, and mentoring or personal coaching in AI.
Okay, amazing. So it's interesting because you say you're doing mentoring, you're doing AI classes. It's all around how to utilize AI in your business for marketing purposes. Is that correct?
Yes, for AI, marketing and sales and business AI transformation.
Okay, so also sales as well, like how to
Yes.
generate sales and all of that. Okay, amazing.
Yeah, because you can, sorry, Regina, right now with the power of AI, you can automate almost 24/7 your sales with the, like to say, AI virtual assistant in sales, working 24/7, automated completely, so your business never close, right? I go to a lot of network, but my business is running. Everything is going on. I'm getting leads with these bots. Because we create also virtual assistant bots, and yeah, it's lead generation bots. So the AI is working, and I'm in the front and making connections.
And it's so funny because Angie was telling me the other day, she's like, I go to all these networking events, right? And then my AI assistants are working for me 24 hours a day while I'm sleeping, while I'm eating, while I'm working out, and while I'm going and meeting clients. So that's amazing. I think the folks will probably have a lot of questions around that. So if we were talking about branding, right? And from the woman empowerment perspective, right? We always ask, hey, what is your brand? But I think there's a lot more conversations around branding and the services that you provide. So tell me a little bit about, like, what is your brand as a woman leader in today's world and in the market that you're at? And then I want to do a little bit more of a deep dive in branding from the marketing perspective and how you guys are using AI for that. So let's break that up into like 2 questions there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, great. And it's very interesting because when I was in the corporative field, you always in the back of the brand, right? The brand or the business brand is always in the front. When I become an entrepreneur, I had to create everything, my brand, my favorite colors, my brand DNA. And this was an amazing experience because it was also a journey of finding myself, of defining my personal brand. And that was a journey that my personal brand is definitely a blend of my skills, my experience, and my personality is also in my brand, my business brand. So it's like a balance, a fusion of my personality, my skills, but also experience. And that will make a great blend to create that context of values, vision, those distinct qualities of my professional and personal different spaces. And that also was created based on my purpose. So my personal brand reflects ultimately who I am, right? What I stand for, and how I can connect with others as Angie first, because I always think that you do business with people. So a brand by itself, a cold brand would not sell. You have to connect first in that personal scenario, and try to be always very consistent, authentic, and that had worked for me a lot because it creates like trust and loyalty with my different customers or my new connections. And that is definitely so important, and more right now in the digital age, that people will try to go to your digital assets, right? They know you at an event. Hi, Angie, and you have this personality and you have this experience, but they go to your LinkedIn trying to see, who is this lady? It has to have consistency. It has to be authentic, even in your Instagram, right? You have to have a message.
So let me ask something, right? Because in our meetup here, right? A lot of the folks that are here that are listening in, they may not have their own companies and they may not be entrepreneurs. However, they're professionals in their field, right? All of us are. And it's important that we understand that you are a brand. And I don't come from the generation of that language, right? I'm a little bit more old school. So I've been learning in the last couple of years that the concept of branding applies to us individually in our profession, regardless of where we're working for ourselves or whether we're working for somebody else. So I want to make sure that we share that as well, because right now Angie's an entrepreneur, but all of us here, when you're looking for a job, there's a lot of people here that are looking for jobs. So think about how you brand yourselves, right? How you're presenting yourselves when you're going into an interview, when you're also speaking to your managers, when you're asking for that promotion in your jobs. Think of yourself as the product. It's not just, oh, I'm Regina, I'm a product, and how can you sell yourself? Because at the end of the day, you have to sell yourself. So now we're going to put on the marketing hat, Angie, right? Even for the folks that are just looking to get ahead in our professions. What do you think about that?
Wow, definitely, Regina, and it's a 360, right? Because it's trying to be yourself, and it's trying that when people see that personal brand, they can differentiate even your brand voice, because it's not just the personal brand, but when you are an entrepreneur or even a professional, your writing style should be part of that, of that personal brand. How you dress have to be consistent with who you are, right? Or those different blogs or articles that you write, it's part of you, it's part of who you are. So I would always say my personal brand defines a lot who I am, right? And I always try to just be myself, be consistent, and try to give a message, right? Because ultimately that personal brand should always try to add value in who you are talking to, who is your main target audience, right? Because at the end of the day, we are connecting with someone else. And to say you have a personal brand with the women in leadership, and you have a target audience here today. So you try to craft that personal brand with your authenticity, with your experience, but connecting with the person who trusts or have that loyalty to the person first. So for me, that's the most important mindset when you think about a personal brand. You are your product. You are the product, right? You have to be polished. You have to be always as a logo. And think of this like Oprah Winfrey, right? She have a very structured personal brand. And when you think of her, you think of empowerment. You think of a great story, an amazing advocate for women, right? If you think of Michelle Obama, like she have a very structured brand voice and a personal brand. So you can also be guided of these influencers or these type of people that you admire and have a very structured personal brand that you can not emulate, but can have ideas of how they are very consistent. Even Elon Musk is crazy, but he has a very
brand.
Right, he has a very consistent personal brand. He's very innovative. Is very risky in all his decisions, but that's his personal brand, and it's authentic and it's unique.
So Angie, how can AI help us with that? Do you have something to share with us?
Well, AI have helped me in so many ways, because today with AI you can personalize in so many ways marketing, and that is part of AI have changed our lives, right? The way we think, the way we act, the way we do things, because this is a cognitive revolution right now, and it's not gonna go anyway. This is going very fast. So I will try to use AI to like help me craft my personal brand voice. So when I automate these type of responses, I always try that my business or my emails, even though it's automated, even though I'm using AI, it has my essence, it has my voice, my tone, right? And you can use AI with for example, put in ChatGPT a URL of any business website and ask it, what is the brand voice of this website? You can also train ChatGPT with emails. Put in those emails or those blogs or articles that you consider is a referent of your writing and your style, and ask it to help you craft what is your style, what is your tone, and then you can automate different type of tools to create that brand voice. I would also, for example, if you want this example, very interesting for professionals, you can put your LinkedIn URL into ChatGPT and ask it, what is the brand, the personal brand I'm projecting in my LinkedIn or
Will it review your post?
the
and
link?
Review your like background? It'll review like comments that people give you and everything?
Well, not exactly comments. For comments, you will have to do like a CVS file with all the comments, and it will do the sentiment analysis. But as a URL, it will scan the entire profile, and it will give you like an insight if you are consistent, right? What is the voice I'm projecting? What is the tone, my style? You can do this also with your Instagram account. Or you can build with ChatGPT also your brand persona. Put in like, what are your personal assets? What are your strengths? Help me craft my personal brand pillars, because this is something you can also use AI to help you also to build those pillars. And that is important when you are creating a very serious personal brand. You have to have your pillars. Normally, I work on the pillars of authenticity, expertise, consistency, storytelling, because we are in times that people want to hear stories, and that will ultimately give you like engagement.
So brand pillars, that's amazing.
Yeah, this is important because you can get so lost easily with your brand voice or your personal brand. And you will get lost and start to create a lot of different type of content that don't resonate with that those pillars of your personality, and that will help you get a broader audience and consistency at the end of the day.
Okay. Do you have anything you can share with us? I think we were talking about maybe something that like you can share maybe some of the prompts that, and again, our audience here, not everybody's an entrepreneur, but everybody's got a LinkedIn account, they have an Instagram account. What are some of the prompts that maybe they can enter into ChatGPT? I think that would be pretty cool. You guys, and let me know, jump in and ask any questions. Does anybody have questions about what Angie was talking about the brands? Because I think that's really important for us as professionals.
Regina, just one thing. If anyone wants to share the LinkedIn profile so we can scan it, or your business URL so we can take from there the exercise, that would be amazing.
Oh my goodness. So Marilenis, your camera is on. I think we have a volunteer.
Woo!
You know how to
I'll
get
do
your
it, I'll
LinkedIn
do it.
URL?
Yeah, let me tell you my URL.
Okay, she's gonna put it in the chat. Okay, we're excited.
Perfect.
There it
We're
goes.
excited.
Let
Okay,
me see.
and then Angie, you can share your screen if you want.
Yeah. Perfect. So I'm going to share my screen. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is ChatGPT. I don't know how familiar you are with the ChatGPT ecosystem. You can, they are okay. So you can always explore different GPTs with different pre-trained information. You have also, let me see if it pulls up the persona. Okay, let's go here.
So it'd be great if we try to follow with you as we're watching, right? Oh, we'll get the recording and then we can try it on our own.
Yeah.
Oh, not
Oh,
pulling
external
up.
links. Okay, it's not able to do external links. Unable to access the external link website. And if you provide information.
Let's see.
Grabbing the link. Let me
Okay.
see. Let me see if we can do another example.
I mean, I can type for you what we had on there. I don't know if you can access my account.
Your LinkedIn account?
Yeah. Or I can give you like, this is my summary and just put it on the chat just in case that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, she's put it on the chat.
Hopefully
You
that,
grab your URL from here, right?
yeah, I grabbed the URL right from, maybe try the second one, Angie. I don't know if maybe the first one wasn't a good to give you, but this, I put 2 on the chat. Maybe that helps.
Okay, got it. Let me see right here.
And Mary had it hers too, and Julie had it hers. You got a line of people.
Yeah, you got a line of us now.
Yeah.
We all want to know.
How to
Oh,
do this, right?
so, yeah. Marileni's put a second link that was a little shorter. It might be that.
Yeah, maybe that helps.
Yeah. So she's saying, help me craft a personal brand, and brand voice. I like the brand voice.
A cool tip while this is, downloading, ask ChatGPT, you can use this cool prompt based on our conversations and interactions, define my personality. Like what superhero you identify me with, or with what animal, because this is a super cool psychology way that you can see how this tool have memory and how it analyze all the interactions, all your conversations. And once I did it, and it even told me that I'm picky because I'm always telling the chat, give me another answer. You can do this better. Give me more options. So it was like, you're very picky with me. And I'm like, wow. So try it and you will see like the amazing outputs that you can get from this. So I shared this this message itself. I told it that help me craft my personal brand and brand voice. At Cloud Development Resources, my dedication to operational excellence has been at the forefront, utilizing a Lean Six Sigma approach to refine our delivery systems. Our team has successfully enhanced customer success by integrating agile methodologies, a skill set sharpening. Well, this was what the participants shared. And here's a refined version of your personal brand and brand voice to convey expertise in operational excellence. Let me see.
So maybe she can use this to update her LinkedIn account to make
Yeah,
it more attractive, right?
right.
Yeah.
Or like you're
Okay.
saying, more with that authentic voice as opposed to just
Yeah,
know.
just as opposed to just a description.
as a description,
I
right?
believe in blending process optimization. Cool background, Marilyn. Now we're learning about you.
Yeah, it's very, very specific. And the
Yeah.
prompt was very basic. We can use an example also one of the links that's in the chat. So what I prompt here is create the pillars for my brand voice. And based on the output before, here are key pillars for your brand voice, emphasizing your commitment to operational excellence, innovation, and customer focus in cloud services.
Oh, I love that.
That's pretty cool, Angie.
So
I'm
when you
reading
go
through
to
it to see like if it's
listen, when you go
accurate,
to
right?
an interview, Marilenis, these are areas to focus on for
So-
sure.
So here it's helping you create the pillars for your brand voice. You can also ask the chatbot, create it for LinkedIn, or create my brand voice for a blog or for an article, like something specific for a
Right.
digital asset. And let's see now, create the pillars for my personal brand strategy.
It truly is amazing the things that AI can help us do that, again, we have in our minds, we just have no idea how to do it, right? We think it's so
Yeah.
impossible.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
this is a lot. So we've used it professionally, like for output of the data analysis that we do, but now this is more personal.
Yeah, yeah.
And look how personal, like it
Yeah.
says in the operational excellence and process optimization objective, position yourself as an expert in maximizing efficiency and quality through Lean Six Sigma and Agile methodologies, actions, share
Yeah.
case studies, insights, or quick tips, so
Yeah,
this
so it
can
even
be
prompts you to
crafted.
go and think about, hey, what were the actions that you took? What's the impact? It prompts you to go back and really put that into place for your authentic experience that you've had, right?
Exactly. And the impact that you will have. You will be positioned as a modern, adaptable leader who can respond effectively to changing project landscapes and industry shifts. So
Mhm.
from there, you can play so much with this tool. And as I was saying, you can even do it with a link. You can put in your competitors or your business brand, for example, and it will analyze the personal brand or the brand tone. Analyze brand voice.
Actually, even looking at it, not even just as a competition, looking at other like women like you guys and saying, hey, how do my skills now collaborate? How can I come and collaborate with other women that have similar visions? That's what I'm seeing here more than I never see anybody as a competition. I see them as someone that I can learn from or someone I can collaborate with. So it's
Exactly.
like to
And as I
lift
was
them up.
saying, if you have someone that you admire, to
Mhm.
say any leader that you say, wow, that's my style. I love that.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins, could be anyone. You
Right.
can put in all his assets, his website, or what he's sharing on Facebook, and what is he doing good? What is he not doing that good? What can I, what ideas can you give me of this style? So
Mm.
I put in a link, the Camacom website,
Mhm.
and it analyzes what is the brand voice of that website,
Okay.
the attributes, the effect, the audience impact. You can also craft your target audience for these content pillars or for your personal brand or brand voice.
Mhm.
And that is very cool. Or you can create also your ChatGPT, which I have done in other occasions for other projects where you create your personal your personal GPT, train on your brand voice, and from there you can create everything, like all your emails, all your different tasks or blogs or articles. So this is a great way, but first try to make ChatGPT help you craft that brand voice,
Right.
give you the pillars, and then you
Yeah.
put that into the training model or to that GPT, and from there, wow, it will give you so much amazing time, and you will craft very good prompts for this.
Awesome.
There is
I
also
want to add just, I'm sorry, I want to add just one thing. This is a tech nerdery, but this is really important. When ChatGPT or any other GPT or AI goes from one version to another, you're going to want to do that entirely again. It sounds like a lot, but hold up. When ChatGPT went from 4 to 4.0, the
Mhm.
analysis changed and freaked a bunch
Oh.
of people out on their brand. It changed how it analyzed their voice. You had more of a human analysis in one, you had more of a bot analysis in another, and people lost their personas. They also lost the custom instructions where you put that persona so that all the bots that you build or that you pull out of box without customizing also forgot. So ChatGPT also has a very bad habit about just erasing your memory. Just like your grandma sometimes whenever she like walks over just lost herself, it does that. And you're just like, you're in the middle of a project, you're in the middle of marketing or like a marketing analysis, and it doesn't know
Right.
what way's up. You really need to pay attention to that. I set alarms. I've set, I'm a big automator. I'm on Angie's board with like, if I could automate myself just to do something, that'd be great. Like a Roomba, like a human Roomba.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so just be very cautious, very careful, very attentive, and know that you're gonna have to do this again. It's a bummer, but you're going to have to stay fastidious with it. That's all. I'm
Liz,
so
we
sorry.
appreciate that. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Liz,
Yeah.
for sharing. And yeah, that is part of AI, right? It's very organic. You always have to try to review, give the feedbacks, go
Mhm.
back and retrain the model. Maybe if you have something new, a new document, a new email, right? A new PDF, share it and evolve your voice also, because we are not the same, like year after year. So you can
Mhm.
be like, wow, I have finding a new voice, a new, not a new personality, but your maybe your context is changing a little. You change
Yeah.
from
You're
process.
evolving. Yeah,
You're
we're always
evolving.
evolving. Absolutely. It's not that you're changing like a whole different person. Your essence is still
Exactly.
there, but you're evolving. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank
Exactly. So
you.
these are other ways you can use the brand voice and the GPTs. to help you like craft your brand voice. And consistency, right? Whatever you post in your digital assets, remember you are a brand. Remember you have to be authentic. And when you go out and do those connections, for me, my personal brand, ultimately the most important thing is to connect
Right.
with people. People trust me, know what I'm expert in, who I'm willing to serve, right? Because that's the opportunity when you are a leader or a business owner, who you want to serve, what are the problems that you are solving, even as an employee or a professional. You're doing something to solve a problem, right? So that is what I try to do, and I'm very consistent. I think so. People that know me from years ago, I have evolved, of course, but my personality is the same, and you can see it in my brand or my assets. Will be the same Angie, and that will be the same person when you meet, and that is part of your brand. You have to reflect who you are.
Amazing, amazing. Do you want to share your website real quick, Angie?
Yes, sure.
A little bit, and
So
then
it's in Spanish because my main target is Hispanics. But as you can see, these are my favorite colors.
every
when
time
I
you see
was
her, she's dressed in a lot of these colors, which is why I came in pink today. There you go.
And that is part of, right, when you have a business, building that like what you love, because that my colors make me shine. And when I go to my Instagram, it's also my feed is a reflection of that also, my colors of, you have a very complete authenticity in what you're doing. Also in my, depending on each format, right? If it's LinkedIn, you have a different style for that. But at the end, it's the same brand voice. At the end, if someone received an automated email from me, they're going to feed it's Angie, right? Because it's not, and I have experiences where I have met people and for like say 6 months chatting and in emails, and they're so warm and so nice. And the other day I went to another country and I meet with this person. Oh my God, she was such a cold person. I even think that she was like angry with me. She was so cold, and I'm like, hey, and she's like, yeah, this is me. I'm very shy. I'm very serious. But in the chat, and then while interacting with her, she told me that she used AI for everything.
Oh my goodness.
So these are what I call like filters in your writing. It's just that when you put a filter on Instagram, which is too much, it's not good to use too much filters in your writing or your personal brand voice style, because ultimately would reflect that is not you, right? So this is my website. You're more than welcome to check it out. It's in Spanish, but we also do consulting in English, and yeah, that is like what we do.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, if you can put it on the chat real quick,
Sure.
and then that way folks can check it out. So I love it. So I think everybody is going to go grab their LinkedIn URL, and let's go play with that in ChatGPT. So the questions were, what is my brand voice? That's a new terminology that I'm learning today. So thank you so much, Angie, for taking a look at that and for sharing that with us.
Is the question is you're asking me what is the brand
No,
voice?
we're just saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's gonna go do that prompt. Take a look at my LinkedIn URL, right? Thinking about the prompt, right? And then what is my brand voice? And then advice, or what should be my brand voice based on my background that you guys are reading. Think about the different prompts that you guys could do as well.
That's correct. And don't forget to ask ChatGPT based on the interactions that you have in the past, how it describes you or what is your personality. I just wanted to finish the exercise with the LinkedIn with ChatGPT very fast. We have here, feel free to connect. Jaytin shared her LinkedIn link.
GT?
Jaytin.
Yeah,
That's
I think he's
Oh, I shared mine too.
Where is it? I didn't see it.
Julie,
Let me
Julie
see.
Burton.
Julie,
Burton.
okay, let's do Julie. She put it in first. Okay.
Yeah,
no
my
worries.
fingers are all full of chicken, so.
Oh, look, Taz did it. Oh, Taz put her job description too.
Great. So I'm gonna put in the LinkedIn link right here.
Uh-huh.
Wow, but for some reason, I tried this one, mine, and it put in the link properly. Let's see. Because I put in my link, like right like this. This was the URL I took from my LinkedIn, and it analyzed the brown boys. It says it seems the LinkedIn link provided might be missing part of the URL. That's
Okay,
why.
I think,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, wait a minute.
Let me see if the other one.
G-Teen put his,
Oh, there we go. Oh, Jimmy, oh, Jinjin, thank you so much.
oh, G-Teen put it for Julie. Thank you, G-Teen.
Oh, that was
Oh.
really nice.
Let
The
me
You're
last
see.
one,
welcome.
the
You're
last
welcome.
post,
Because I
the
was
last
just
post.
trying to take off my greasy gloves.
Okay, so let's see. Let's analyze Julie's.
I'm afraid.
Oh my God, my prompts are gone.
I messed the whole thing up.
Oh, no. Okay.
You have reached the maximum number of prompts you can
But
send
you
per
can
day.
try it, Regina. If
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
share your screen, put it in your ChatGPT.
I'll let Ali do that. That's okay, Julie. Julie can test it. Julie can test it.
Okay, I will test it.
Right.
I will.
Okay, Julie can test it out. And then
Perfect.
perhaps what you can put in the chat is write down the sample of the question, like the prompt.
Mhm.
Like if Julie were to now go into her chat GPT, like what is the question that she's gonna ask? What is the prompt that she's gonna ask? With
Well,
the
I
brand
have,
new
I wrote it down. It
Yeah.
says create pillars for my brand voice. Create the pillars for my personal brand strategy. Analyze brand voice.
Okay,
Help me craft a personal brand and brand voice. That's a good word.
okay.
All right. And I'm sharing here the prompt. So yeah, this is easy ways that you can use AI, like to craft your brand voice, get those pillars, and from there, like start the conversation. Put in images. Remember that ChatGPT or any of these chatbots as Gemini or Claude, they can see the images and they can analyze like a picture of your entire feed and see how your brand is being it's being seen out there, because marketing is something that you are communicating, but then the brand is how people are seeing what you're communicating, right? So it works the same for your personal brand. You can think you're projecting something, but then these assets, these digital assets, would help you see really in this scan how you're being really seen out there.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Angie. And so we deviated a little bit from the podcast, but this is a learning community who likes to get their hands on, right? And do personal exercises. And the fact that we do have a lot of people that are now realizing that you are your own product and you are your own brand, right? So hopefully you guys are walking away with some great AI strategies on how to grow our professional personal brand, which is amazing. But Angie, let me ask you a question, okay? So as a woman professional, what are some of the risks that you've taken in your life, personal and professional?
Well, personal will be definitely becoming an entrepreneur. This is getting out of your comfort zone. You need to be very brave to become an entrepreneur. But also is an amazing experience that transform you, because you are solving problems. You are serving to a community. So in that personal way, It has transformed me. I'm a more happy person because I'm helping others. I'm doing these type of mentorings that is trying to make the path, you know, easier for others, Hispanics or doesn't mind the community. Also being in a tech community has evolved a lot, but I remember like 15 years ago when I was in the cybersecurity field, you didn't feel that respect as a woman. I had to try very hard, and was a couple of conversations after that you feel you have that respect. So I used to have to work harder to have that credibility that I didn't feel when I was in like a woman environment or a marketing environment. And with AI has been the same. Women have gained that respect and that credibility. And I'm seeing more women now in these type of events and network in the tech community, especially here in Miami, that is evolving a lot. And that is why I try to be an ambassador of women in AI and technology, because we have a huge gap of, you know, women embracing technology. But it's part of breaking those barriers. Not only of how people have stereotypes of you know, of women. I remember I used to go to the different tech events, and they would always in these groups, oh, hey, are you the PR of the event? Or are you like the marketing person? They will never assume that, no, you are part of the group. You are in the tech industry also. You're a builder, right? You create amazing stuff with technology, with software, and that's amazing how you start to gain that respect.
I love it. So on those days that are difficult, right? Because we all have our good and our bad days. What motivates you? How do you keep going on those days that you have faced some difficulties?
Yeah, I would say, Regina, I work very hard in my 3 type of intelligences, I call it. It's my emotional intelligence. I work on that every day. Like it's part of my foundation first. I have to be in a good spot. I have to be working on my mindset. My soft skills is something that for me is the base, is what give me that strength for when you receive a no, for when a door is closed. I'm strong, and that is every day a new mindset. Turning these challenges into opportunities to learn new ways, or you know, or learn a new skill that I didn't had and maybe was important for that that task or that assignment. So that gave me the foundation. Also, I'm always studying. I'm always trying to be prepared at my best, because everything is going too fast, and it's easy to stay behind in like 2 or 3 days. You have something new, you're trying something on your phone. So that curiosity as professionals is important. Always know a new skill, something new, because and I also try to think every day what repetitive task of what I do can be automated, because for sure it will be automated. And this is a mindset all of us have to have as professionals. And those are the new skills I try to get with technology. And also I will say with the AI, I try to embrace it like a co-worker, as a partner for me, not being dependent. I try the tools to be more dependent of me, but I don't being dependent on the tools, because I don't want to lose my creativity, my experience in making decisions based on data is just a help that I have to, you know, analyze vast amount of data and help me craft ideas. But I don't want to be dependent of the tool. And definitely connect with people, very, you know, with a story of who you are. That is what give you business. When I go to a network, I never talk about business. Like, oh, I do AI, I'm an expert. I always connect first as a person, as a personal brand, like who is Angie. And then from there, you create amazing relations, and business just, you know, just start to come out.
That's great advice, right? Because you told me that the other day, like the people don't do business with the tools, they do business with the person. And I love what you said about the continuous learning, right? In Agile, we always talk about the continuous improvement mindset. And for all of us, and again, professional women, it's important, all of us here, that no matter how old we are or in what stage of our life or our career we are, that continuous thirst for life and for learning and for encouraging ourselves and for breaking barriers. It doesn't matter where we're at, where we're from, we can always get better, get to the next level, right? And motivate ourselves. And I always say, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. I always used to look, again, the example of Oprah Winfrey that you were saying, how many times has Oprah Winfrey reinvented herself, right? And all these people, and how many times have they failed and gotten up and then come up with something amazing? That's that motivation. So I thank you so much for sharing that. I think Julie had a question. Julie, did you have a question?
Yes, I was just wondering, what sort of classes do you think that a person should take, if to get up to date on the AI wave that's happening now and possibly get a job doing something in AI?
I will say, and it has to be like continuous learning, because for sure what I learned, what I teach this week can change like for next week, because the tools are advancing so fast. But for sure, it's important to understand first the language of AI, which is prompting. And that would be for me the main mindset that will not change, of how you interact with these tools. Because while you understand the prompts, you can create anything you want, images, videos, any type of prompting for any type of tool, because this is the language of AI, right? So understand how is the prompting. I will say also, there is a tool for everything. So anytime you think of what you're trying to solve, or as a professional, oh wow, I want to reinvent myself in what field, to what target, there is a tool for sure out there, or you can build it, right? With ChatGPT coding. Now these type of tools also give us new superpowers. I see them as superpowers. Every day I'm faster, I'm more efficient, I have more help, and that have helped me manage my business, as for me, as a big business, because my team is very small, but I have an AI team behind me. You don't see them, but there's a lot of AI help that I have, right? Helping me out, and more than ever, letting me have a business that democratize technology for all of us. Like Google or Amazon have been years using this technology. AI have been with us like 20 years ago, but now it's accessible for all of us. Now you can have an assistant even though you don't have that person. And I'm reinventing myself every day also. There's a lot of things that I don't do now because the AI do it, but I have to learn like new skills. And the AI ecosystem. For example, Microsoft is an entire ecosystem that runs on Copilot, for example, on generative AI. So learn to master that ecosystem, right? How you use the Google Workspace also ecosystem. And you can start from there, because there are very complete or 360 tools or ecosystems that will help you create and automate and use APIs, like to create your own AI world. But there's a tool for everything, definitely. If you're doing something today, think about it will be replaced tomorrow. So what new skill or what new tool you need to start embrace?
Amazing.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you so
Mary-
much.
Thank you, Julie. I think Mary has a question. Mary?
Yes, thanks. I'm really learning so much. It's almost like information overload, but it's wonderful. So my question would be around, do you facilitate sessions that help with effective use or of your AI bots and your virtual assistants?
Yes, we do consulting in that, or coaching 101 from beginners or advanced. If someone have a bot already built, we will do the consulting to understand how we can train it better, or deep learning or machine learning tools. But also, if you don't know how to do it, we can teach you in a crafted session, or the different workshops that we do have opportunity for everyone. As Regina was saying, I have workshop just for I call it the senior AI for seniors, and it's wonderful. It's people from different ages, just with the mindset of learning and using and embracing, and they're very, they learn a lot and do a lot with AI right now. So AI is for everyone, but yeah, we do all that type of consulting, mentoring, and also coaching.
Amazing.
Thank you.
And Mary, she put the link of her company on the chat. Take a look at that when you get a chance. All right, any other questions? Any other questions for Angie? Amazing. Angie, this has been wonderful. If there is one message that you want to leave behind for all these professionals that are here, that are looking to grow, that are looking to learn, what's the one message that you want to leave us with tonight?
I will say, Regina, work a lot on yourself as that persona first. Work on that emotional intelligence, and from there you will be able to craft an amazing leadership. And for me, leadership is about that. It's just not about titles or roles or having this amount of knowledge. Right, is about also creating a positive impact in others, inspiring others on how we do things with our story or with our experience. And for me, that is important as a like woman or any type of entrepreneur or professional, because true leadership at the end of the day is your actions, your values, right, and the way you help to lift others up, and how people also lift you up when you are in those days or challenges. You always have a mentor, someone to look at. So that's the challenge, right? Create opportunity for all, embrace change, and we are in a very fast world right now, and we have to find new ways to adapt like very fastly to these changes, and thrive with the AI and the technology and with your connections. You have to go out, do network, create a community, a podcast, a live, even if it's two person, doesn't matter, but try to share your knowledge with others and help others, and you will see how that magic energy take you to great and amazing places and amazing people. That is how I meet up with Regina. I went to an event, the first event of Women in Leadership, Women International in Leadership, and was something random, but I connected with her in a personal level. I love her energy, and wow, from there, a lot of things. I'm in her podcast right now. So it's amazing how you connect first with people.
So Angie, this has been amazing. You are an inspiration to me, and I think everybody really got a lot out of it, right? Because we're a learning community. I know everybody's gonna go look at their personal brand for sure. Thank you. We're very humbled and honored to have you here. So thank you
The
so much
honor
for
is
sharing.
mine.
We learned a lot from you. This was amazing. I want to do an exercise before we leave. So I know that Ali's putting the LinkedIn link of the picture that we took at the beginning so that everybody can like it. And please just share. We have the free online meetups every Wednesday. This is my special monthly International Women in Leadership podcast. We have once a month tools for JIRA, and then we have our agile coaching sessions, right? But I want to do an exercise that is very dear to International Women in Leadership, which is our I will statement, okay? That's my hashtag, I will. So I want everybody, okay, to say what is their I will statement for this week. And so, Ali, I'm not going to share the list, because this is kind of like our manifesto. I actually want to hear from everybody. What is your I will statement for today or for this week? And let's go one by one. Let's do this. And Marilenis, I'm going to start with you because your camera's on and I love your smile. So what's your I will statement for today,
Thank you.
Marilenis?
For me, it's I will rise, right? I want to rise to the occasion of showing up for myself. I do it so easily for others. I don't think I invest in a lot of that for myself. So today really inspired me for that. So thank you. That's my intention.
I love it. Mary, what's your I will intention for today? And
Oh, wow. It's just really trying to get this all in one sentence, right? Because this is sort of inspired me to do so many things and to research. So I will research the benefits of AI as an entrepreneur and as a woman in business and a professional woman. So that's what I'm going to do. I will provide the level of research necessary.
all right, everybody, we're gonna do like a high five every time somebody says that. We're gonna cheer each other on. All right, GT, what is your I will statement intention for today?
Yeah, so I will actually consistently, as usual, I'll bring innovation and dedication to my deliverables that I take on, pushing the boundaries to what is possible to the max.
I love it. All right, all right. We're gonna go like this for GT. Liz, what's your I will statement? She's on mute.
Okay, I will stop being so hard on myself because I'm very slow and methodical. I'm like the leanest approach ever. Everything has to be a very data intensive, just like Angie was talking about, qualitative, quantitative. Everything has to be supported by something, and just going with gut, trusting gut. So I will trust myself a little bit more. And
I love it. I love it. All right, go for Liz. Let's see. Julie, what's your I will statement?
I will be brave and I will keep the faith and positivity for the future. And I will make new connections and embrace the connections that I'm now making.
Yay. All right, Varsha, Joshi, what's your I will statement?
I
Oh.
liked how Angie said that we should get out of the comfort zone. And that's something that I will really try to follow. Because so many times you would have doubts on yourself if this is the right thing that you're doing or not having confidence enough. But I like what Angie said. But I learned a lot from how to use ChatGPT. So thank you so much, Angie, and Regina for putting this together.
Awesome. All right, hands to you. Coach Taz, what's your I
Yeah.
will statement? She's got
Hi.
Hello.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. For me, I've been doing this all week now with you, Regina, but I'll give you a new one. So I will be present and I will show up for others.
Amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, Taz.
Always.
Raquel, what's your I will statement?
Okay, my I will statement, I will rise. That is something I'm working with. Yes.
Amazing. So I think we got Ali, who helps us out and who's amazing, and she helps us out every Wednesday. What's your I will statement, Ali?
My I will statement would be, since we're halfway through the sprint, I will stay focused and embrace the progress that I've made so far.
Amazing. Thank you. She's doing a great job. Guys, thank you so much. Follow me on LinkedIn, International Women in Leadership. We've got a 21-day challenge for the I will statements, okay? Again, I'm practicing, I'm experimenting, I'm failing fast. I don't come from that video, generation, but, we're trying things out. I'm learning a little bit from Angie as well. So thank you, guys. I will go forward. Remember, your I will turn into an I am. Okay? Turn your I wills into I ams. All right? Thank you, guys. Amazing.